Hi, it's Richard Price from Digital 360 here, and this is a very quick overview of Zoho CRM. This particular demonstration is focused more on a configuration for a service-orientated business. So let's get started. What you will see is this is based on the enterprise version, and I'll specify what kind of additional bits are enterprise and that are not included in professional and free as I go through this video. So first of all, to log in, very simple. So if I log out of this, it's all web-based. So you go into a login page, and what we can do is then just go in D360 and log in. Okay. First page is a fully configurable home page. So each user within your organization can have their own home page, and you can have different tiles, and you can pull up and have different different dashboards and different views depending on what your particular user's needs are. The next thing is what they call Pulse. Extremely useful for managers. What this enables managers to do is to track the activity of certain key accounts and key leads, or every key lead and account. So you can see here you can filter it by the users. You could do it by the particular module, so whether you just want to see leads, accounts, etc. Or in this case, I'm looking at all of them. So I can see that this user added a note for this particular lead. And if I click on here, I get some more information about what has transpired. So there was a note added, task, note, etc. I can also see that there was a lead converted from this person to these three, and I can see that a job record was created, telling me that it's looking like a possible new house build. So that's extremely useful, and you can use the slider to see the frequency of touch points of your staff. So whether they're this is showing that these records have been contacted within the last 5 days, and you can push that all the way out to 120 or whatever days, so that you can see what records haven't been touched, and therefore what accounts haven't been contacted by your staff. Okay, let's get into the guts of the CRM system. The CRM system is designed primarily to manage your life cycle of your customers, from the time that you become aware of them to when you realize or get asked to provide a quote, to then becoming a customer, or as we term here, an account, and add contacts as you work with that customer. Of course, you're going to be providing quotes, you're going to be operating jobs, and hopefully invoicing them at the end. And then we can manage the other aspects of communication with that client. So whether it be campaigns, We can have a look at forecasts for your salespeople. You can see emails. You can see documents, reports, dashboards. You can see activities and what you're doing with each particular job and account. You can see services and so forth. So I'm going to go through that, but primarily what we're looking at is going from a lead, and a lead is defined here as a person that works with a business. They could be a private individual that you are aware of, but you have not ascertained whether they are interested in your service. So usually what will happen is that they will appear on here, you will phone them up, and you will follow that up. So they might just simply say, I was after a price. You give them a price and they say, no, sorry, it's too expensive. And then you turn them into not interested, and they fall off the open leads view. So that's what you're trying to do here, is these may actually come automatically from your website. So you can have a form that's on your website where visitors can put down requests for more information. It appears in here. There's an email sent to whoever is responsible for contacting new leads. They contact them and they come into here and they try and fill out information if necessary, but most importantly is dealing with the lead status. Are they interested or aren't they? Follow up obviously is if, for example, there was nobody there or they were too busy, etc., then you'll follow up. But what you're trying to do is you're trying to ascertain what the status of that lead is. Once you've done that, then you can just simply convert them. So say this person is interested in getting a quote for a deck. Okay, I want to try and win this job by the end of the month, and at the moment we're just trying to get a job brief, and I'm going to convert them. And this, what the system does automatically is it takes all the information that was in the lead and it creates an account, contact, and a job. The account is basically who is going to be invoiced. It can be a person, but in most cases it's a business. But it depends on how your business is set up. A contact, you can have multiple contacts under that one account. And you can have multiple jobs under that one account. That account record is basically your folder for that particular customer. Okay? And everything hangs off that, all the records that relate to them. So if we have a look at the account, it's got basic information. You can also place notes. You can also see all the contacts. You can see the jobs, so whether they have been quoted or whether they've been totally completed. You can see tasks, so there's some open tasks here. There'll be a lot of closed tasks as well. There'll be quotes if quotes have been prepared, invoices, and one of the big things that we do at Digital 360 is we integrate Zoho CRM with accounting systems like Xero Accounting, which is a cloud-based accounting system. So it really makes it easy and straightforward to get it from your sales team through to your accounts. And of course you can attach documents to the account record. You can also see on the side you've got some quick actions to create things like contacts, jobs and tasks. You can see there's a few related records that are showing up here. And then we've got some links that help you just do your day-to-day stuff. So, for example, if you're into finding, where the company is or their details, you can click onto White Pages, or you can click onto Company's Office, and it will do a Company's Office search. So that might be the accounts team that does that, or you just do a Google search and it comes up with that. So there are a lot of links that we can add to help you there. Contacts. So if we have a look in here, we can see that there's a contact. So let's click on that. Similar layout, different information obviously, but similar things, notes, jobs, but emails will also be shown here. Depending on how we set up your CRM system as to how the emails are copied from your email system into the CRM system. If you're hosting with Zoho Mail, that becomes automatic for both emails coming in and emails going out. And all the system is doing is it's searching all incoming and outgoing mail in real time against these contact email addresses. So it doesn't matter what staff member, you can actually go through and you can share. So other staff member can see other staff members' emails to and from that particular contact and customer. Campaigns, obviously you can have different campaigns, whether it be a trade show or whether it is a direct email marketing from Zoho campaigns. You can track all that. You can also have social interactions that are tracked through this, through Facebook and through Twitter. So that's quite neat, that particular bit there. And then, of course, you've got tasks, invited events, so that's like appointments, meetings, that kind of stuff, and attachments again. So let's go to the job. The job is really what it sounds like. The first and primary purpose of this is to track the sales cycle, so the stages. There's stages to job won or job lost. So, you're doing a quote, negotiation, blah, blah, blah. Then what I tend to build for a lot of my clients is then the job management side of things. So what type of job, and then looking at tracking what stage those jobs are at. And then a bit of description. But this can be, considerably more detailed. You can have up to 150 customized fields within this CRM system, so it's highly configurable, and you can actually add different modules if you really need more information. So I can then see for this job we can actually book all these different activities. So if I go to another job that's more detailed, like this room extension, I can see that there's a lot of different tasks for different people. So you've got meet the architect, ordering supplies, arranging consents, design and planning, and then I can see that there's 4 chippies, labourers that are due to work over this particular time period. I can see that there's a quote in here, so if I click on that, I can see that there is 35 hours of building services, and there's 120 meters of timber, and the grand total is 4,800. So once again, that's there, and what we can do is we can actually then convert that quote, if it's accepted, to an invoice in one click, so that we can see here is the invoice. So the job really, houses all that, and is a folder in itself that has the quotes, the invoices, the tasks, and everything attached to that. There are a number of other modules, and as you can see, there's a lot more that are in here. Some of the things that are, that may be interest to you is the social one. So you can see that there's the postings that you are making through Twitter and Facebook, and the messages that you're getting. And you can also embed third-party websites to help you in the